Hello, I'm still learning what all the transitions do. Welcome on in, Archaea, most underrated of all of the kingdoms. We're picking up with this book again because it keeps popping into my mind that I haven't finished it. And yeah, so it's been playing on my mind, and I feel like we must be close to finishing it because there's not a million pages in this, and we've been through 500,000, so it must be close. It doesn't actually tell me how many pages, it just tells me how many sections. So 300 sections, we must be pretty close, I reckon. I'm just going to get on with it, basically, because, you know, why wait? Doesn't have a really memorable story. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I mean, okay. A recap. I don't even know if I can remember the story. We started off in Green Hill. Some rabbits woke us up. They might have been angry. Stuff was getting all fucked up by, well, they kept saying, oh, you've been messing up our stuff. Sonic's like, no, I haven't. What's going on? And then finds Tails. Tails is scared of him. Then he catches up with Tails. Oh yeah, no, he releases Tails, and Tails is slightly burnt and tied up. He releases him, Tails flies away because he's scared. Blah blah blah. Amazing chemical plant zone that took a million hours to get through. Then aquatic ruin, which was all covered in oil. Hey James, welcome in. I'm just recapping the storyline to this book. Basically, they're going through all of the zones, and they have a little adventure in each one, which relates roughly to the Sonic 2 zones, but most of them seem to have been basically mazes where we decide whether to go left or right, or whether to ping on the bit of casino zone that makes a ping, or whether to go on the little flippers. It's not, yeah. But there have been some decisions that we've had to make, so whether or not to gamble, and then we got some rings. Oh no, go away. Oh, I don't have here. Get out of here, bot. They've started getting a bit more, or the text has been changing. It's not followers, viewers, primes, blah 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 anymore. It's a lot more. They're offering more services, and good on them. Well, no, not good on them. Blah blah blah, Casino Night Zone. I think we stopped off in Hilltop. Yeah, we stopped off in Hilltop and did something possibly useful. I don't remember. Oh yeah, something glinted. We picked it up, and I don't remember what it was, but I'm sure it was exciting and important. And yeah, that's about it. We have some stats and things that come in handy at certain points. Here they are. My scratchy handwriting. This is my crap cam is behind me, and a cat is about to come in and possibly destroy everything. Hello.
Hey, cutie.
Hello. Oh, you're sleepy. But yeah, so that's where we're up to. Oh, now we're in Mystic Cave Zone, which the music has predestined. No. A word that means it's now. My brain has been bad lately, and my ears, and the connection between the brain and the mouth and the ears. Very bad. Bad. Yeah, there've been more of them, and they have changed all their patterns, and it makes it very difficult to auto-ban them. I guess that's the purpose of that. Yes, I know. I was lying down in bed. I foolishly thought maybe they'll come in and have a nice nap with me. I've made this mistake before. Sometimes it works, but not last night. And Cliff just leapt onto my guts. It was unpleasant. He isn't the lightest cat, and he does move unexpectedly, and his tail does this, you know, like squirrels do, that kind of flicking all around. His tail does that sometimes, and it entertains me because I don't know why he does it. Anyway, it's already getting dark, and I am too hemmed in here to do anything about it. So I'll just gaze longingly at the light switch and hope that you can still see me eventually, as the darkness descends upon us. But yes, let us continue. MC is 121. Alright. I don't know if that's actually visible. Oh man, I might have to go and turn the light switch on. How would we do this? There are a lot of cables around that link everything together in a very haphazard sort of a way, which means potential limboing or potential stepping over of things, and definite de-headphoning. I thought foolishly that I would have enough light not to need to put the overhead light on, but I see now that my optimism, as ever, was in vain or flawed. Okay, right. I'll be back in 1 sec. Oh yeah, here are... Ooh, no. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Oh well, right. Give me 1 sec. There we go. Oh, it's going to be more difficult on the way back in. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. Oh no. Right. I'm in, kinda. Left, right. Yeah, they always know the weak spots, although I do have many weak spots. So in my dream last night, I was Hitman, but with none of the skills or qualities of Agent 47. In fact, all of my skills were my own human skills, which are decidedly limited. So I had the skills of a late 30s woman with not great pain resistance. Oh, how was this before? Hi, Cliff. Hello, buddy. What you doing? Here's Cliff. Oh, he just left. Come on, Cliff. Play ball. He's under the table. There he is. Say hi, Cliff.
Hi.
Oh, now he's looking at the legs of the tripod. Okay, let's see if we can work out how to get the book show. Oh, that's close. Right. It's my mouse. I got it pretty good earlier. Yeah, that's not great. Okay, we're close though. That's gotta be reasonable. Reasonable, yeah, alright. I can work with this. Oh, that's the wrong page. Hello, Cliff.
Hey, buddy. What you doing? Coming up.
Aw. Just a little paw on the sofa. Come on in. Yes. You wanna read? Read for the nice people? Yeah? Okay. He's just rubbing his face on the book. Gonna come on my lap? Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Page 121. Now you might be able to see it properly and read it. Okay. The heli-chopper glides high above the hilltop zone. From up here the place looks almost beautiful. How misleading. Then, at long last... Look, it's the cave, shouts Tails, pointing out of the window, and sure enough, there it is. The heli-chopper starts to descend of its own accord and lands right outside of the cave's entrance. The Mystic Cave is a strange place. Some might say mystic. Some people even think it was the first place on Mobius, and now and then archaeologists dig up something really old from inside it. There are two main passageways leading off the cave's entrance. Should Sonic and Tails follow the left-hand passage or the right-hand one? How exciting a choice. Okay. Let's do a poll, because you, as the valued audience, get to decide these things. Poll. Exciting choice 1. Left. Right. We will just have 1 minute because who cares? I can't believe that the Mystic Cave is mystic, right? It's really, unusual. They've basically, I think, used a thesaurus to, and then they typed in mystic and came up with strange, which I feel is possibly the worst synonym, most dull synonym. The poll should be appearing. Oh no, hang on. I didn't activate it. What does that look like? Bad. Looks bad. Which poll? Doesn't look too bad. No, it does look quite bad. How do I make that better? It looks fine on the filters page. Why is it so rubbish? Alright, left is the overwhelming winner with 1 vote. Maybe it would be better if I do... $400 times 500? We'll probably need it longer, deeper, as they say, by 700? Well, that's not 700, is it? Oh well, fuck you, poll. That will do. Right, let's come back to the book. Okay, we're going left, which is section 8. Go team left, yeah. Underrepresented in the world. Turn to 8. 8, 8, 8. It's further back than I feel like it should be. Alright, here we go. It is very dark inside the cave, which is totally unexpected, apparently. The walls are glowing with a very dim light, just enough to see where they are going, but that's about all. If Sonic has a torch, turn to 79. If he does not have a torch, then turn to 115. Otherwise known as 115, if you're not a child, which I'm not. He does not have a torch. He has a zone warp chip, some tweezers, a blue needle, a small brown bottle with cock, and some casino credits. So, I guess we're stumbling along in the dark on page 115, or section 115. Oh, okay. Right. Sonic and Tails stumble blindly into the large cavern. The glow from the walls is far too weak to reach into the centre. Suddenly, Tails' foot hits something hard. Oh. Grr. Gnsh, it growls. Tails feels something shoot past his leg. This is why I don't like going in the sea, incidentally. Awesome. The doorbell's gone. Okay, watch me limbo again. Be right back. Oh man. Rosa! Welcome, and just
Hi
one second.
Solly, long time no see. Hope you've been well. Solly's love sock.
It's been a long time. Give me just one sec. I'm really glad I muted my mic because the delivery driver had his phone on really loud and it was clearly on the sat-nav still, and it like shouted out some directions which were quite specific to where I live. So, hello. Yeah, so I could have just doxed myself, but luckily I did not. Good thinking, Solly. Although that wasn't why I muted, it was because I thought I would make some very undignified noises while I was getting out. And I was correct. Oh god. The trouble is, the cable I have to climb under is also the cable that looks at the book. So I inevitably move it, which is a problem. Maybe I can fix this actually. Fuck it, it'll be fine. That's not fine. This is also Mystic Cave Zone 2-player. Arguably a better tune. Welcome Horza, welcome Wex. Thank you very much for the resub, Horza. You 29 months, holy fuck. I think you were my first subscriber. You have that sweet first badge. So yeah, welcome and thank you very much again for the resub. Very kind. And Grisco, hi. Sorry, yes. Limbo is... and Gigi, oh my gosh, everyone's come in. Hi Gigi, my poetic friendo. Gigi, Horza, James, Gresco, Wix, Akea, everyone, hi. And sorry if I forgot anyone. I can't read or speak or think. Come on in, hey everyone, hey. So, yeah, I think everyone lost at that limbo, but here we are. Some food just got delivered, so the cats are exploring it. Luckily they don't have a knife to open the tape on the packaging. You were definitely one of the first, yeah, Horza. Can't read. Okay. Can anyone help me with these words? You guys read it. Get Brian to read it. Right. Okay. Is this a good place? That's good enough, I guess. Right. Reading's overrated, I agree. I mean, if that's what you said. This is actually not good enough, but never mind. So, we have just felt something go past our leg, which again is why I do not like being in the sea, because seaweed tends to do that and it freaks me out. And then I'm like, is that seaweed or is it something else? Gnsh is what the thing says. Sonic can see it now. Dimly lit, a few meters away is the unmistakable outline of a Crawlton. Turn to 129. Not to be mistaken for Carlton from Fresh Prince. 129. 129 is not much further on, Solly, you can count. 129. Come on! Here we go. Oh. Oh. Okay. We really have to win this, because if not, it's game over. Alright. Oh, Jane. Sonic and Tails must fight the Crawlton. Danger, danger. Sonic can use either his strength or speed, you choose, and Tails can help him. The Crawlton has a fighting score of 6 and he needs 2 hits to destroy him. If Sonic and Tails win, turn to 292. Okay, I have to remind myself how the fighting works. Oh, this is Sky Chase Zone, where Tails also helps Sonic. Isn't it? Sky Chase? Right, fighting, fighting, fighting. Carrying stuff, fighting, okay. Why are bobby pins called bobby pins is a good question. I think Bobby McPenman invented them. Just think of the pictures, yeah, that's what I do. All my books are picture books. Okay. Sonic also uses his abilities to fight his enemies. To do this, Sonic must use one of his abilities. You'll be told which one in the section you are reading. All of the enemies have a fighting score. This is a number between 5 and 10. The lower the number, the worse they are at fighting. To fight them, roll a die and add it to the ability score that Sonic is using. If Sonic rolls higher than or equal to an enemy's fighting score, then he has hit it. Some enemies need more than one hit to destroy them. If an enemy is not destroyed, then it can try to hit Sonic. Roll one die and add it to its fighting score. If the result is more than 10, then it has hit Sonic. Okay, ouch. If Tails is helping Sonic, then Sonic can add 3 to his die roll. In some cases this may be less, but it depends on what is happening. If Sonic is hit by an enemy, he will either lose all his rings, or if he doesn't have any rings, he will lose one of his lives. Okay, we have 2 lives. And I'm pretty sure if I use my strength skill, then it becomes irrelevant what the die would end up on. Let's have a look. So, Crawlton has a fighting score of 6 and needs 2 hits to destroy him. So... and I can use, what was it, strength or speed? Up to me. Strength or speed, you choose, and Tails can help him. So we get a +3 for Tails helping us, and strength is 5, so already would be on 8, which means we hit him both times, basically. Although, so we hit him once, he needs 2 hits to destroy him, then he gets a chance to hit us, I think. And was it 10 or more than 10? And then we lose all our rings, that would absolutely suck. If the result is more than 10, so he'll have to, or sorry, they will have to roll a 5 or more to hit me, and then I'll lose all my rings, and I have a lot of rings. I have
Okay.
this many rings, which is a lot. I'm not going to count them up, because if I lose them all, then it doesn't matter. Although, if I have over 100, I might trade them all in for an extra life. Okay. Hi, Jane. 10, 20, 30. Oh, I'm really bad. 30. Right? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, I do have more than 100. I think it says I can trade them in at any time for an extra life. Lives. Zonik starts the book with 3 lives. If he loses them all, he has failed and must start the adventure again from the beginning. Tails has no lives of his own, and if Sonic has lost all his, then he must go back to the beginning as well. Which would be shit. Jane. Hello. Sonic can buy an extra life with 100 rings if he wants to, but he must have collected 100 rings first. Beware, some parts of the adventure need rings to gain access to parts of the zones. Okay, I'm going to gamble that we don't need squillions of rings to get into those places. So, Bobby is the police. Bobby is a police officer in the UK. Yeah, like particularly an old school one with like the tall helmet he Bobby McPinman. Look it up. I hope you like looking at cat butts, because that's what you got. Hopefully she hasn't eaten anything too disgusting. Jane, do you want to look this way instead? Yeah, that's nicer, isn't it? Alright. Right, so, rings. This is going to take all of my mathematical ingenuity. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I've now got 29. Rings, and I have 1 extra life. La 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 la. Undoing the damage that we did in Chemical Plant, when I think I didn't get out soon enough. And actually I probably lost 2 lives, but don't tell the book. Right, so now we only have 29 rings to potentially lose if he hits us. Let's see what happens. The tension is mounting. I can feel the electricity. Okay, now I always drop the die, so I'm going to sort of make a little barricade. Actually, it's good because I got this new table, look. So it's got a little ridge here, which hopefully will help. Okay, so the first die roll is... Actually, no, we don't need to roll the die, do we? Because I'm going to roll against strength, which I already have a 5 on. Tails adds a +3, and the Crawlton is crap and only has a score of 6. So we hit him the first time. That's a given. This time... It is a perfect die rolling ledge, yeah. I feel like the table was designed for it, but actually it was designed as an overbed table for a divan, so I'm incorrect. Tails, no, look. This is a bugbear of mine. Tails is the better character in almost every way. He can fly. Sonic takes advantage of that, and he is like, oh, can I weigh you down, Tails, so that I can like cling on and do other stuff. I'm really fast, but actually that is a disadvantage because it means I just hit into everything and then I lose my rings. And when I lose my rings, then I'm vulnerable, so can you hit all of the enemies then as well? Tails is like, yeah, I get it. Because then if I die, then I just come back. So if anything, Sonic is the mooch. Yeah, non-Gress Kitty, but hopefully Gress Kitty got to say hi. Hello Jane, do you want to come up? Yeah! Alright, you can sit on my lap if you want to. You never want to, but... Here she is. Okay. Tails does a lot of the heavy lifting. He does. Tails can't live without Sonic's achievements. That is true, but I feel like that is Sonic's ego that causes that to happen, rather than Tails' ineptitude or lack of validity. I can't think of words now. Right, so with my large die, I don't know why I'm showing you there. It's even bigger when I show it here. So Crawlton needs a 5 or a 6 in order to hit us. And if he does, we lose all our rings, which are fewer now. We've only got 29 of them. So, okay. Two! Yeah! Alright. We are super. So that means Crawlton doesn't hit us. We get to keep our rings. And our next hit kills him. And that's good, because baddies are just baddies and they deserve to die. They have no recourse. So, this scary text here does not come to pass. If Sonic and Tails win, we turn to 292. Good. 292. There's so many zones in Sonic, I hope we don't have to go through... Actually, is there just Metropolis to go after this? No, there's Oil Ocean. Okay, anyway, right. 292. Oh, here. The Crawlton disintegrates into a smoking heap of junk on the floor. Suck it, Crawlton. Although both Tails and Sonic himself search the area thoroughly, they find nothing of any worth. Their only option now is to retrace their steps and explore the other passageway. Oh no. Turn to 267. 267. Okay. Although it is dark here, the walls of the cave give off a strange greenish glow. Enough for our heroes to see where they are going, at least. I already said this, right? After a while, they come to a fork in the passageway. To the right, there is a small tunnel with lights at the end of it. Turn to 112. 112. 112. Okay. The tunnel is very narrow, and soon Sonic and Tails can only walk along in single file. The tunnel itself is lit by small lanterns placed at irregular intervals along the walls. Then, without warning, one of the lanterns moves. Sonic and Tails have stumbled into the lair of 4 flashes. Don't want to be doing that. In the narrow tunnel, Sonic will have to fight the flashes on his own, though luckily for him they can only attack one at a time. Sonic must use his agility. Because this tunnel is so narrow, Sonic may not use the energy gun. Oh no! The flashes have a fighting score of 5. They will fight to the death. If Sonic wins, turn to 169. If the flashes beat him, your adventure ends here. Okay, so we've just looked up the rules for fighting. this should make it easier. They have a fighting score of 5. They will fight to the death. I feel like that's obvious, but I'm guessing they only take 1 hit to kill because they don't say anything otherwise. And for a change, Zonik is doing the fighting himself rather than sending Tails in for him. So, a fighting score of 5. So actually, in order for them to even hit us, they need a score of 6 on the die. Right? Okay. Agility. Agility, agility. Agility. Doesn't say they hit first either, so... Okay, agility is 3. Okay. So we need... Wait. Okay, we need a 3 or more to hit them. 3 or more, and there's 4 of these fucks, so... 3 or more. Here is the first flasher, flasher number 1. I appreciate the dedication of determined flashers, yeah, and apparently they always hang around in groups. Yeah, flash or die. These are the little bug things, I think, whose arses light up sometimes, and then you can't hit them, and their lit up arses will kill you. Well, not kill you necessarily, but... So that's what we're fighting against. Bug ass flashers. Okay, right, so 3 or more for us to hit the first one, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. A 6. We are victorious. The first flasher is dead. Flasher number 1 killed. 2, 3, 4. Dead. Oh, I can't see that. Dirty flasher. Dead. Next. 3 or more. Kill number 2. Neat trick. Flasher running across the football pitch with a blinking hat. Yeah, I mean, it would save them having to censor it. I guess, unless it just lights up all of the crevices. I don't know, I guess it depends on the quality of the lighting. Right, so 3 or more. 2. Oh no! The flasher gets a chance to hit us, but he needs more than 6 in order to flash us so that we lose our rings. So, all the crevices. I mean, there's definitely 1, but there may be others, who knows. Lumps and bumps and all sorts. All asses are different, and there's no shame in that. So if he gets 6, then we lose our precious 29 rings. Okay. Motherfucker. It's a 6. What a fucking asshole. Alright, well, we've got no rings now. You happy? This is bad news. We're already on number 2. These things might actually kill me. Tiny stupid flashes. Okay. 3 or more. That was such... that was such bad luck. I had a 4 in 6 chance. 2/3 chance to hit him. And then a 1 in 6 chance to defend. Well, sorry. 5 in 6 chance to defend. And we lost both. Hey, Grunty! Welcome, welcome. Hi! It's been good to see you. I saw a couple of your streams lately. It's been good to see you back. How are you? I heard you were travelling. But I hope the job's going well. Yeah, happy lurking. And welcome on in. Yeah, have a nice look. So, flasher number 2. With our lack of rings, we're going to aim for 3 or more. With a 2/3 chance to get this sucker. Right, here we go. For fuck's sake. 2. We've still got 2 more of these bastards after this. Okay, we're not going to roll a 6 this time. This is for him to hit us. Here we go. Not a 6, not a 6, not a 6. 4. Okay, good. Right. Now, why can't we have rolled a 4? Okay. Right. 3 or more, 3 or more, 3 or more. Okay, good. Right. You did. Only just, though. Flasher number 2. Dead. 4 is not a 6. Yes, correct. That is good maths, correct. We need you, Gresco. Right, next one. 3 or more. Oh, God. 3! Oh my god. We are really just edging this. That's what she said. 3. Dead. 4. Flasher number 4. We need a 3 or more. Quick maths. Yep. That was lightning fast. Okay. 3 or more to kill the last flasher. Oh my god. Another 3. Alright. Well, the valiant Sonic just about defeats the dirty flashes, and all is well. Well, well-ish. We have no rings anymore because of fucking dirty flasher number 2. That's the Crawlton. This is the flashes, alright. Okay. Put a bobby pin here, Bobby McPinnington. Life's work. Okay, turn to page 169. Nice. 169. Alright. Was the die roll really loud? Because it's quite close to the mic. Holy pants, that's what I was gonna say. That's not a saying. But, yeah, Sonic does live to see another day. And potentially more flashes. Depends what's coming up next. US education system, yeah. Yeah, 4 and 6. It's one of the first things they teach, I imagine. That wasn't too loud. Okay, cool. Toast! Welcome in, Toastman. Live Choose Your Own Adventure readings here in these twisted streets. Yeah. Welcome. You've just come in at a very exciting point because there is an illustration. An illustration that isn't Sonic bending tails over or Robotnik's face. This is a full page illustration. Check this out. Look! It's the sultry, mysterious Zonik himself. He is clutching what looks like a Chaos Emerald. Ooh. And he shines with the power of 1,000 suns. I think it is Chaos Emerald. Either that or he's got a diamond and he's about to propose to Sonic. There's also a hole in the floor, which the floor looks like ice, which I don't think featured in the Mystic Caves. Majestic. It sure is. Alright, okay, here we go. Standing beside a hole in the middle of the cavern is Zonik. Oh yeah, he has the same voice as Sonic, so I have to get my apologies in now for my accent. You know, Pinbrain, he mocks Sonic. Without that heli chopper, you would have been way behind me. You're getting slow in your old age. Who are you calling Pinbrain, Egg Breath? Retorts Sonic. Well, it doesn't really matter what we are calling each other now. I have this. Does it? Zonik is holding up his right paw. In it, he has a Chaos Emerald. Ah, no proposal today. Forever alone, Sonic. It's amazing what you find if you look hard enough, he continues. With the power of the emerald, nothing will be able to stop him. 1 Chaos Emerald? Come on. Like, he needs all 8? 7? 8? Yeah, nothing will be able to stop him apparently. Sonic and Tails are going to have to act fast. So fast that we're going to have a poll. What should they do? Use the energy gun, fight, or use a bottle of whiffy liquid? Oh, I think that's the small brown bottle with cork. Use the bottle of whiffy liquid. Okay, right, so once again, use the energy gun, fight, or use a bottle of whiffy liquid. Okay, we're polling this, obviously. This is a big decision. This is our second encounter with Zonik, but this time he seems to be engaging with us. Maybe he is evil after all. Yeah, I think the whiffy liquid was given to us by some sort of stinky skunk who was quite friendly. So, oh, that's caps lock. Sonic has a oh, that's still caps lock. Has a chaos emerald. Oh no. Energy gun. Fight him. Stink him. We'll give that a couple of minutes while I remember what the stink thing was from. Right, let's see if we can put the mic hole on here. You can't actually read the choices though. Maybe I can put something behind it. Oh yeah, the stuff is there. Let's see if I can put something behind it. Oh, background. Oh no. Okay. Kinda helpful. Kinda. Let's make that a more helpful colour. Is that better? Not really. Never mind. Okay, there we go. I would like to have a whiff of the whiffy liquid. Yeah, unfortunately it is not a scratch and sniff book, but otherwise that would be a jolly nice idea. So I think we stumbled across some sort of little house. This is Coconuts the monkey. I think there was a picture of this little house, and Stinky McStinkerson gave us oh yeah, that's when we were in Aquatic Ruin. Good times, not good times. Well, comparatively good times maybe. Oh, that's a preview of the future, I guess. Tails and Sonic. Yeah, we had this. I can't find it. Ooh! Stink him. Yeah, let's stink him. Well, I don't know if he has a nose that can detect whiff. Who knows? We'll find out, I guess. So here was a house, and made of twigs and leaves. So turn to 73. I assume at some point we had to go here, otherwise it would say if Zonik has a small bottle with cork, then do this. The owner of the hut. Okay.
Come on in then.
Send the voice. Turn to 91. Let's just remind ourselves who our mysterious benefactor was. 91. Oh yeah, here he is. There's the little chap. Oh, let's get rid of this.
Hi, I'm Whiffy. Pleased to meet you.
The fairy black and white creature says, holding out a paw towards Zonik.
I've heard a lot about you,
Says Whiffy.
I used to live in the Green Hills a few years ago, but being a skunk doesn't tend to make you very popular, so I came to live here.
Blah 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 blah. Whiffy gives them a map. Oh, one more thing. Take my stink in a bottle. Yeah, so here we go. This is the origin story of the whiff. Okay, we are whiffing him. So, we're going to page 180, or section 180, because there could be 1,000 pages in this book. 180. Oh. It looks like it may have worked, but we will find out. Zonik pulls out the glass bottle of liquid that Whiffy gave him. He throws it at Zonik. He misses, but the bottle shatters on the ground, splashing Zonik's trainers. For a second or so, nothing happens. Then the smell hits them. Oh, wow, man, is all that Zonik can manage. Tails doesn't even do that well and goes a funny shade of green. As for Zonik, well, he starts to puff and jerk like he's got an ice cube down his back. Now he's hopping about on one foot. Then, whoosh! Zonik runs from the cavern like nothing Sonic or Tails have ever seen before, dropping the Chaos Emerald in his haste. Ah, well chosen, chat. Well chosen. With a paw firmly clamped over his nose, Sonic walks over to where Zonik had been standing and picks up the emerald. Good stuff there, he says, pointing to the broken bottle. Tails just nods and thinks he is going to be sick. Turn to 76, you guys. You folks have done excellent work here today. 76. Let's see what you're saying. How are you celebrating your marvellous victory? I'd like to have a whiff. Yeah. I don't know anymore. I'm thinking maybe not. There was I think it's the Harry Potter like jelly beans thing that was all sorts of different flavours. And I had one once. It was like white and speckled, like creamy and speckled. And looking at the thing on the back, it was either going to be something quite nice or it was going to be dirty nappies. And it was dirty nappies, and I was nearly sick. Normally, if people are describing things that are really disgusting, I don't mind. It doesn't put me off my food. But if people are describing a bad taste or like eating something really foul, that puts me off stuff. That makes me almost retch. That puts me off stuff. But yeah, it was absolutely disgusting, and I don't think I managed to swallow it. But yeah, I could eat a lot of different things, but not that. That was revolting. Anyway, dirty nappies aside. What? What? Wait, what? where were we just now? We were here. Hang on. Sonic walks over to where Zonik had been standing and picks up the emerald. Turn to 76. 76. As the emerald flies through the air, Tails hovers and reaches out for the gem with both paws. He misses it and it sails through the air into the paws of the waiting Zonik. I feel like this isn't right because it says there was an explosion. And this is like the energy gun ending, so maybe the energy gun option accidentally leads to the correct place. And I don't remember what led us to that. Oh no. Oh no. I don't remember where we were. Oh, here. Oh, that's lucky. Okay. Come on, Tails, get it together, right? Hovering is one of the things you should do best. Just breathe through your mouth. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. But taste is apparently done mostly through the nose as well. So I guess potentially it works. But yeah, then you know it's in your mouth and in your lungs, and then that's still just as bad. Some people claim to be able to breathe through their ears, but I think that's just a joke. So, using the energy gun goes to 271. I do not like this 76 behaviour. I think that is incorrect. 271, what would have happened then? 271. Sonic powers up the energy gun with 10 rings and fires at Zonik. Sonic's covered in the energy field and stops. Bang! The energy field shatters and Zonik stands before them once more. You're going to have to do better than that, he sneers. Okay, you made a good choice. What will they try now? Fight or use Whiffy Liquid? Turn to 31 for fighting. 31. Maybe 31. Okay. All three adversaries square up to each other. Blah 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 blah. Oh, here. Okay. Sonic strikes first and misses. Sonic tries to clump him over the head as he goes by and misses again. Both aim a sweeping back kick at each other. Then boom! There is a huge explosion. Here's the source of our explosion. Zonik flies through the air in one direction and Sonic in the other. The emerald shoots up into the air if only Tails can catch it. Okay, so if he's successful 2, 3, 4, which I suspect is the actual result from the path we took. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright. Oh, okay, right. Again, as the emerald flies through the... So the choice for this was 2, 3, 4 or 76. And in both of those cases it's flying through the air. I don't know. Yeah. I'm mistaken as Zonik. Yeah. I know. This is unconscionable. Inconceivable. Well, I'm not sure Sega themselves made it. So I don't know whether this implies that Sega were involved. But I think the text is copyright, and then they show Sonic the Hedgehog is copyright to Sega. Licensed by Copyright Promotions Limited. I don't know if that... I mean, I would guess that this is not canon, but I could be wrong. Hey, retro perspective. Breathing through your ears is absurd. It is, and it's very difficult. I've tried it. The president of the USA, I assume. Tails looks concerned. Yeah, there's a bunch of like little incidental illustrations throughout the book. He looks concerned in this one, but I feel like he should look more concerned in this one. When it's very small, it definitely looks dodgy. Sonic standing proudly, hips thrust forward, tails bending forward slightly. Looking decisive. What's Sonic doing to him? I don't know. I haven't looked all that closely, but given that in the front picture Tails is having a sideways glance at Sonic's crotch, I guess he's kind of into it. Okay, well, here is a version of this that may be more like what would have happened in our version of events, but I mean, what? I didn't say that. Someone else said it. I just touched something hot. That's all. Rule 34. Yeah, pretty much. Don't Google any of this. Tails will be pregnant soon. Yes, by the power of Grayskull and science and cartoons. Amaras! What the fuck did I come into talking about Tails looking at Sonic's crotch? Well, look, I'm only reporting what I see. He's coming out of a hole. He's having a quick sneaky glance. Eyes, crotch. Hey, Sax, welcome on in. Welcome. I wonder how long it takes for a two-tailed fox to grow and deliver a baby hedgehog. Hedge fox. I don't know. Do you reckon the tails would help give birth? I never quite know. Normal Solly stream. Normal Solly things. I got, for my birthday, I got a t-shirt that says, I'm a normal adult woman doing normal things, and I love it. It's from Outside Xbox. Well, Outside Extra, actually, but Oxboxtra. Looks like he's looking at Sonic's feet. Do you reckon? I reckon maybe. It could be, it probably is. Maybe he's eyeing up Sonic's socks, which would fit with the theme of this stream. Hot. Came into stream as I just finished doing my stuff. Finally on mute. Were you streaming today? I guess probably, because it's Sunday. So Amoros streams Don't Starve Together, which I play and I'm terrible at, but he's good. Actually, no, you're more doing like Frostpunk and stuff now, right? Sonic Crotch, well, you know, it's pretty much the theme of the stream now. Socks and Sonic Crotch. Right, let's continue for a moment. As the emerald flies through the air, or doesn't fly through the air because Sonic is already holding it, Tails hovers and catches it smartly with both paws. Zonik, who's on his feet by now, but he ran away. Anyway, sees this and starts to back away. You want some of this? Says Tails, waving the emerald at Zonik. You haven't heard the last of this, shouts Zonik, turning and running away for all his worth. Guess it kind of ended up the same? Sonic the Crotch Hog. Sonic the Crotch Hog. Remember the time... Oh, you weren't? Okay. Had extra work. Fair enough. That's up on a Sunday. On Twitter, Sega posted promote. Year of Sonic. Oh, its feet were cut off at the bottom. I bet there are Sonic fetishists. Sonic feet porn. I don't know if that's true or not, but I fully believe it. His little blue toes peeking through. Feet fetish. I don't really get feet fetishes, but no kink shaming, and if you're into it, you're into it. As long as you're not like cutting people's feet off to do your thing, I think it's okay. Well, I mean, there's obviously other levels of disfiguring people, but yeah, that also are not acceptable, to be clear. Yeah, there's a lot of all sorts of content that I don't have the wish or the talent to draw. Okay, right. You haven't heard the last of this, blah blah blah. Sonic 2 is back on his feet again, even though he was already on his feet and had walked over to pick up the Chaos Emerald himself. And Tails tosses him the emerald. Immediately, Sonic feels strong, and all the damage done by the explosion is put right. Sonic admires the emerald. Small gems hold awesome power. Now they were really in business. Remember to add the Chaos Emerald to Sonic's stuff, then turn to 191. Okay. This wasn't the path that it told me to take, but I think given the outcome of the path we did take, I think this is a much more acceptable path through the pages. So, I don't think we have the small brown bottle with crop anymore. Used? But we do have Chaos Emerald. In fact, let's see what we can do. We must have Emerald music somewhere, right? On this playlist. Do, 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 do. Well, this is where we would get the Chaos Emerald. Special stage. Sorry, I just want to see whether we have this. Chaos Emerald. Does not look like we do, which seems very silly. Unless it's this. No, it's not that. Well, that'll do. Hopefully it's just going to carry on doing what it's doing. Anyway, right. Distraction over, probably. Okay, we've got a Chaos Emerald. That is the summary of what just happened there. There was a Bunny in a Zootopia movie. I don't think I've seen this movie, or any sort of sexy rabbit, apart from the Cadbury caramel rabbit. Don't go down the fetish with stuff. Yeah, I bet there's people who are into rabbit holes also. Yeah, mind bleach could be required. Oh, Wex already made the joke. Gresco, didn't that follow on from something someone else was saying? I feel like that wasn't my fault, but then I think I always feel like it wasn't my fault, and then sometimes it was. But yes, I don't mind some lewdness in chat. It's all good. That's all good by me. Then chat mimics my brain. Right, Chaos Emeralds, then turn to 191. I appreciate lewdness, what can I say? As long as it doesn't go too far. And I don't ever know what too far means until I see it. Solly like the sussy stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we blamed QWERTY. I think it was QWERTY. He was talking... Oh, yeah. He was talking about delivering people breaking into sex toys. His colleagues breaking into the sex toy packages. Get your lewd on. Oh, yeah. Push the boundaries. Not too far, though. Right, we have another illustration. This looks like maybe Metropolis? No. Metropolis, yeah it is, okay. We surely don't have many more zones to go. Okay. Here we are. Okay. After a few minutes walk, the cavern first closes into a small passageway and then opens out again to the outside world. That feels metaphorical as well. Light streams in, and for a few moments our heroes have to squint against the bright light. There is a smell too, exhaust fumes, garbage and a wall of noise. Welcome to the Metropolis zone, old friend, says Zonik. It's so nice to be back. It's so nice to... Yeah. It's not going to get any better. Sonic's voice is heavy with sarcasm. In the distance, they can see the jagged skyline of Metropolis, home of Robotnik. Oh, I did not know that was canon. Hopefully, it would also hold the secret of Zonik as well, since there was now little doubt that the two must be connected. It's still quite a long way to the city. Will Sonic and Tails set off immediately, turn to 143, or will they investigate the strange-looking pole which was heretofore unmentioned, sticking out of the ground a few metres away, turn to 44. Right, poll time. It's poll time. Alright. Strange hole, you say? Oh, poll. We're polling about the poll. Oh, this Metropolis is difficult to type for some reason. Onwards to the city, or let's have a couple of minutes on that. Strange poll, strange hole, strange poll. I'm gonna pop this on so you can see the choices. Ooh. Oh. No, why does it do that? Oh well. Oh yeah, I can do this. Right. So, yeah. We can look at does it say a strange pole? It says... Strange looking pole, you're right. Strange looking pole sticking out of the ground. I mean, personally... I don't know if it's... I don't know if the picture gives this away. Because there's a pole here with a bus sign on the top of it, which I feel like isn't a strange looking pole, so maybe it's not anything to do with this. But who knows? Maybe it's a clue. Oh, well, I guess maybe it would save us the walk if it is a bus stop. Anyway, I'm influencing the pole, so I will... Shh. Pole for a pole. Whole pole, pole. If you see a strange pole, you have a look at it. I know. It's just common sense. Just common sense. Oh, bye James. Yeah. Have a good day. And have a nice dinner. And I was going to say hi to your parents, but probably don't do that because I'll be like, who are you talking about? Look at this poll. I'm glad you have gone for the same thing that I would have gone for. Right, so we're going to have a look at the poll, as is the correct choice. Turn to 44. I quite like the versus music in Sonic 2, which I think this is. You don't get to hear it as often as I would like to. Anyway, okay. Look at this. What face even is that? Okay. The pole is about 2 meters high, with a round sign at the top. I wonder what it is, asks Tails. I don't know. What does bus stop mean? Replies Sonic. They don't have to wait long to find out. So I guess it was strange to them because they've not heard of buses before. 202. I guess there's not really any buses in Sonic. I think also if it's very strange, you should encourage them to seek advice. What a strange looking bus. And what a strange choice of layout for where Sonic and Tails are. It looks like Tails' drawing was over here and they were like, oh, it's too wide for the page. Okay, well, we'll just keep Sonic's layer in place and shift Tails' over here. Oh, now it looks a bit weird. Never mind. That's going to have to be the final image. It's going to print in 30 minutes. Okay, so a big red bus can look rather strange if you've never seen one before. Neither Sonic nor Tails had, so they were a little confused. The bus stops beside the pole and the doors open. Metropolis! Metropolis! All stops Metropolis! Our two friends look at each other, not really sure what to make of all this. Well, come on if you're getting on. No time to waste. Will Sonic and Tails get on the bus? Turn to 270. Or will they set off on foot? Turn to 143. Right. Bus or not? Bus or bust? Poll time! Poll. Let's just give you 1 minute to decide this. It's to do with speed of movement, so it's going to be to do with speed of decision. That makes sense. So, do we take the bus? Do we walk? I know what I'd choose, because I'm lazy. And while I'm trying to justify it, it also gives money to a dying transport system, which I still think is important to the infrastructure of a town. Maybe. I've never seen a bus in Sonic, so it's sus to me. It is, and also it did have some sort of robot in charge who may be friendly. We don't know. I don't want to be robotist. But perhaps it is a danger bus. Perhaps. Right. Foot it. Ooh, okay. Alright. People are sus. Let's foot it then. We're going by foot. Zufus. Right, so we're going to 143. Maybe we'll find some exciting things along the way. Both of them set off to walk towards the city. They find what looks like a footpath threading its way through the junk and other rubbish and mess that surrounds the metropolis. The footpath slowly winds its way downhill towards a stinky, dirty stream flowing away from the city. "Look at the state of that stream, Sonic. What a mess," says Tails, disgusted at the sight before him. "Well, that's the Metropolis zone all over, my friend. That's why Robotnik likes the place so much. He loves the filth." Loves the filth. Now off to my own heart. The path follows the stream for a while and then bends back up the hill. "Which way now, I wonder?" says Sonic, thinking aloud. "Why don't I have a little look around?" replies Tails and starts to hover. From up there, Tails can see a lot more than Sonic. "Well, the path looks like it still goes to the city, but there's a raft moored up just around the bend." He points down the river. Will Sonic and Tails follow the footpath, turn to 223, or will they have a look at the raft? Turn to 257. These feel like more meaningful choices. I'm pleased about this. Hey, Bobby McPennington. You hold the fort. Alright. I also want to go back at some point and see what would have happened to us if we'd gone on the bus. Okay. Metropolis. That was easier to type that time. Along the footpath, or check out the raft. Alright, we have 1 minute to decide. 1 minute. I feel like that still isn't an ideal colour to have behind it, but it's got white text and black text or grey text, so it's difficult to pick a colour to go behind it. Let's play around with this a bit. Oh, that's not what I thought. Okay. That's maybe better. Check out the raft. Okay, good. I like this. I like this option. We are going to check out the raft. Raft. Right, I'm going to have a look at this raft. Turn to 257. 257. 257. Here we go. The raft is a rather rickety affair. Tails kicks it and pulls a face. There's an ominous creaking sound, but the raft stays in one piece. "Well, it looks safe enough," says Tails, not sounding at all convinced. Sonic looks at it, and then the nasty, smelly stream. Should they float down the stream on the raft? Wait, I thought Metropolis was upstream. Go and look at the footpath, or return to the strange-looking pole. Where were we before? We were at 143. 143. I just want to see which way the stream was flowing. 143. Yeah, so it says the dirty, stinky stream flows away from the city. So we really don't want to be floating down the stream, I guess. I'm gonna put it anyway, but I'll be very disappointed in you all if you vote for it. I have too much integrity to not put it on there. That was a weird thing on the playlist. Okay. Right, here we go. Hole. Dirty, stinky stream. Just like this channel. Wait, which order was that? Were they in? It's important. Float downstream on raft. Check footpath for. Oh. This is a more difficult decision because there's 3 options, so I'm going to give you 2 minutes. I was going to try and put a filter on this to make it better. Wait, did that not save? Filters. No, this is not the correct type of filter. That's why. Yes. Here's what I need. That has not helped. I don't know if that's helped really. You are all helping me very much to decide what to do next whilst I potentially fix this. Ooh, I see that a choice has been made. The choice is check footpath. Alright. We still want to walk. This goes against everything I believe in, but chat decides. Chat is the decider. Right, so we have told the raft no, we're going to look at the footpath. 2, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. Ooh. Ooh. Preview. Secret preview of some rodents. Oh no. Okay. So we have a potential for death. The footpath slowly makes its way uphill. The sides of it are now piled high with rubbish. You know, says Tails, you always bring me to the nicest places, Sonic. Sonic turns to look at his friend, thinking of some suitable reply, when suddenly a giant silver claw shoots out of the rubbish in front of him. Oh, I hate these guys. Alright. Slicer! Yells Tails. The claw flies past Sonic's head. Sonic and Tails must fight the Slicer, using speed. Tails will help. The Slicer has a fighting score of 6, but it needs only one hit to be destroyed. If Sonic and Tails win, turn to 93. If Slicer beats them, then your adventure ends here. So, the fighting rules again are: Sonic's stats are thus: speed 2. Oh no, is that what we're using? Using speed. Uh-oh. I think that might be okay though, because if Tails is helping, he has a +3 effect. So basically we have 5. We have a score of 5. The Slicer has a fighting score of 6. So if we hit him, I'm guessing if we hit him and he's destroyed, he doesn't get a chance to hit us back, even though that kind of makes very little sense, because it would only be a risk if we had a speed score of 1, because then Tails' score would add 3, and that would be 4. So if you rolled a 1, then you wouldn't be able to defeat... Maths. Let me just 100% double check this. Yeah, because it says if Sonic rolls higher than or equal to an enemy's fighting score, then he has hit it. So basically, now because our combined score is 5 and the Slicer has a fighting score of 6, then even if we roll a 1, we've hit him. We've hit it. So, I mean, let's see what we get anyway, but I feel like it's a bit redundant at that point. Anyway, perhaps I'm overthinking this choose your own adventure book for children. Who knows? How is that? Hey hamster, welcome in. How is this literary adventure going? Better than yours was the other day, I wager. Hamster was playing Doki Doki Literature Club the other day, and it was a ride, a wild ride. Did you finish that in the end? Because I know you had got past a certain point and then there was a little bit left to do before you went to bed, I think. Did you carry it on the next day or just leave it? I think that game is very good. I'm kind of glad I knew what it was about before I saw it being played. I can see how it would be quite disturbing if you don't know what it's about. Right, so we're going to roll the die anyway, even though there's absolutely no point, but just to validate my choice to buy a die. 3! Oh wow, would you know it? Wouldn't you know it? 5 plus 3 is 8, which is more than 6. Or equal to, or more than 6, even. So we hit Slicey McSlicerson, and you may do another time, fair enough. I wondered if you would do it off stream or something. But, okay, so we have smashed Slicer in the face and beaten it. Turn to 93, we win. 93. Right. Our heroes have seen off the Slicer, and they take a short breather. Suddenly, the rubbish around them starts to heave and jerk. A Slicer appears and then another. Another Slicer appears and then another and another. There are hundreds of them. I don't think this is a good place to be right now, says Sonic rather obviously. Come on, Tails, run! Luckily for both of them, the slices aren't very fast, and they soon manage to escape. Unfortunately, it looks like using the footpath is out of the question. Should Sonic and Tails go to the raft? No. Or should they go to the strange looking pole turned to 44? I'm going to make an executive decision here. I don't want to go on the raft the wrong direction down a stinky river. So, even though this is a democracy, as the benevolent dictator of the democratic process, I'm going to take us back to the bus stop, which is a strange looking pole with a round sign on the top that says bus stop. 44. The pole is about 2 meters high with a thing on the top that says bus stop. Oh my god. Turn to 202. The big red bus can look rather strange if you've never seen one before. Neither Sonic nor Tails had, so they were a little confused. The bus stops beside the pole and the doors open. Metropolis, Metropolis, what stops to Metropolis? Our two friends look at each other, not really sure what to make of all this. Well, come on if you're getting on, no time to waste. Will Sonic and Tails get on the bus? Yes, they will, because we've done everything else apart from the raft, which, as we discussed, is not what we're going to do. So we're going to 270. We are going on the bus. 270, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh. Ooh, well, this isn't what we're about to do, but look at that. Look at that majestic aircraft. I forgot. Wait. What is that set of symbols? Oh, is this Braille? I don't know. I don't know what that is, Wex. But I accept your decision to use it. It's supposed to be dice. Oh! Right, that makes sense. My poor brain could not handle it. Also, it's not tall enough to be Braille, right? That would have to be 3 tall. Right. Anyway. Oh, okay. Carefully, Sonic and then Tails get onto the bus. Sitting behind the steering wheel is a small silver robot wearing a rather battered peaked cap. Where to then? What will Sonic say? All the way, please. Or the city gates. Or what do you recommend? That would be an unusually pragmatic thing for Sonic to say, knowing his personality, in inverted commas. Okay. Right. You get to choose. Right. Poll. Okay, here we go. Poll is up. How far should they take us? Do we want to go all the way, or just to the entrance of the city, or be uncharacteristically pragmatic and ask what the driver would recommend? I do like this little medley they have at the end of the game. I got some cool new books. I've got some cool new books lately, but I have not put them in reach of where I am now. So there was really no point in me telling you, and we're not going to look at them or anything to do with them. I have some work to do on some sock puppets. Now I have a book that will help me to design and make them. Oh. That has been put in reach of where I am now. So, whilst you're making important decisions for us, this should have been the first thing I did. I think that's how I went through it. Look at this beautiful creature. Oh. It's quite difficult to get the camera to see it properly. This is who should have been reading us the book in the first place. Is Sonic the Hedgehog. See? Got beautiful spikes. I feel like we need a full view of this. We're going all the way. Alright, that's where we're going in a second. I'm going to take this off. And this. Going here. Looks basically identical to Sonic. Right? He just needs some shoes. And then it'd be virtually indistinguishable. Will this work? No. Unfortunately for all of you, it doesn't quite work with the camera angle, so he will go away for now. And you'll have to eagerly await his return. Okay, we're going all the way. How did my adventures with AI go? That, it was really helpful. That was a really good tip. It told me what was wrong with my code, and I solved it. And now I've actually used a function in Python that was better in the first place than the original thing I was going to use. So yeah, Alex's hot tips. Hashtag it, everyone. Hot chat tips. And it was good because it was AI helping me to do machine learning. So it's like double danger of robot takeover. But yeah, Inception. Machine Inception. Okay. Sonic will say, all the way, please. We're going to section 55. 55. 50. In fact, those references are both from the same stupid video from back in the day. I can count all the way. Dash 55. 5 plus 5 is 50. Really short. Anyway, it's probably a reference nobody gets. Alright. This one terminates at the city centre. Take your seats, please. Sonic and Tails sit down and the bus moves off. Well, I suppose it beats walking, says Tails as he looks out of the window. Outside, the landscape rushes by. The bus rushes past. The bus really is moving very quickly. and in no time at all the gates of Metropolis loom in front of them. "We're gonna have to be careful in here, Tails," says Sonic. "I think the best thing to do is pretend I'm Sonic." "What about me then?" asks Tails. "Perhaps you can be Tiles or something," replies Sonic. The bus finally comes to a stop in a large square in the middle of the city. Metropolis is a very busy place, and there are people and robots everywhere, although none of them seems to be taking any notice of our friends. Will they go from here? Will they explore the area on foot? Turn to 259, or will they head for the subway? Turn to 64. It's poll time again, and we actually have some more meaningful choices. So, good job, authors. It only took you half the book. That's not very fair, actually. They have had some other useful things to ask us. They have had a couple of cheeky British isms in there as well, so I can forgive them a lot more. Okay. Explore on foot, or find the subway. We're going to give you only 1 minute to decide because it's a very busy city. So start up that poll. Browser sources. Alright. It's still not extremely legible, is it? But it's better. Right. Looks like we're finding the subway. Which, well, we'll give it some more time actually. I personally think is a good plan. Oh wait. Perhaps I'm reading that incorrectly. I don't know. What are we doing? Oh, we're exploring on foot. Okay. You lot really like walking. Good. Good. Nothing good ever happens on the subway. That is a fair point, I think. Although I don't think I've been on the subway in the US, but the underground in London is not my favourite place to be. So we're going to FUS 259. 259. Alright. The streets of Metropolis are thronged with every kind of creature imaginable, and everywhere there are badniks. Sonic and Tails move slowly, ducking from one small alleyway to the next, desperately trying to remain unseen. "This is getting us nowhere fast, old friend," says Tails. Sonic has to agree. About 30 metres ahead of them, they can see another subway entrance. Wait, they've capitalised, they've proper nouned subway, which makes me think maybe they're actually going to a subway shop. Hashtag not sponsored. The subway it is then. The subway it is then, decides Sonic. Turn to 64. 64. Okay, 64. Guess we're taking our chances on the subway. Sonic and Tails find themselves in a broad, well-lit tunnel. High above them they can hear the hustle and bustle of the city, but down here all is quiet. Which way will they go now? Oh, it's back to our old friend, right or left? Choose wisely. my friends. Okay. Subway. Time. Left or right? And you get 1 minute because it's a boring vote. I still don't know what to do about this stupid background, but there we go. Right is always right. Gets a foot-long mega meat. Actually, it's not that, is it? It's an Italian big meat treat. He knows what he likes. Yeah, if in doubt, go right. I think people say that sometimes, right? Right, right. There you go. Can't help but say right. In fact, I'm getting a bit chilly, which I promise you is not just an excuse to wear this. What is that? Fluff. Hopefully. Hopefully just fluff. Spectacles. Left. All right. Okay, left is getting a lot of action today, which is good. Good for lefties. This is too small for me. I think it's a children's size, but it's comfy and it's relevant to the material, so this is what we're going for. Right is always right. Right? Right. No, left. Apparently. Okay, we're getting rid of this. We're getting rid of this. And we're going the other right, which is left. More commonly known as left. Okay. The people have spoken. Oh yeah, okay, here we are. We are going to the left, section 48. 48. This branch of the tunnel is well lit and really quite clean for a change. So Sonic, says Tails, how exactly are we going to persuade Robotnik to tell us what is going on? Sonic hesitates. The truth was that he didn't have a clue. Of course, he couldn't possibly admit that. So in the end, he simply says, have faith, old friend. I'll think of something. You'll see. They carry on walking for a few more minutes, and then they turn a corner in the tunnel and come face to face with something really rather strange. Lying in the middle of the tunnel floor is a large pile of rings. Uh-oh. There must be over 50 there, Sonic. What a stroke of luck, exclaims Tails. Roll the die and add the result to Sonic's quick wits. Sonic's famous quick wits. If the score is 7 or more, then turn to 145. If the score is less than 7, turn to 92. So 7 or more is what we need added to quick wits. 7 or more. And our stats remind us that quick wits is at a 4. So by my calculations, we need a 3 or more to, well, to get what I assume is the good outcome. Solly Sonic, yeah, Sonic Socks. Although Sonic Socks may be against TOS given our discussion earlier. Yeah, He's got a Sonic face. And he's got little spines as well. But yeah, anyway, I like this. I wish it came in adult sizes. Adult flavour. Or maybe I wish I had shorter arms. I don't know, it's not hugely small. Hugely small? That makes sense. Good job, Solly. Okay, 3 or more. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Right, here we go. 1. Brilliant. Had some really shit rolls today. Although I guess it balances out because the first few streams we just won every single roll, and maybe that just makes it more boring. Okay, if the score is less than 7, turn to 92. 92 is more than 48. 92, okay. Oh, we're back on Stinky page. I mean Whiffy. Whiffy? Yeah, Whiffy. Look, there he is in all his Whiffy glory. I don't know why he's tiptoeing around so carefully. Anyway, that is all in the past. So, just as they both reach the rings, a large net falls from the roof and catches Sonic and Tails underneath it. A trap! It's a trap! They struggle for a few minutes, but it is no use. They are held fast. If you don't want to be captured, you must come with us, squeals a high-pitched voice. Several small furry creatures appear. They start to chew away at the net with their small pointed teeth, and in no time our heroes are free. Come quickly, very quickly, warns one of the creatures. Sonic and Tails have been taken by surprise. The creatures don't look very friendly, but then again they haven't attacked. Quickly, quickly, come with us or the robots will be here, warns the leader of the creatures. Should Sonic and Tails go with the creatures? Turn to 11. Or should they try to run away? Turn to 213. Do we trust tiny, nibbly creatures or not? Ooh. Alright. Our quick wits did not do us much good last time. Follow them, you can always eat them later. It makes sense. Win-win, right? Either they help us or we eat them. Although, did it say there were lots of them? Several small fairy creatures appear. Okay, several is ambiguous as to how many. Hamsters can't eat other small fairy creatures, can they? Although, when I had gerbils, one of the ingredients in their gerbil food was, and the gerbil's favourite, chicken. Which I always thought was a bit strange. Like, I'm not sure how a gerbil would get chicken in the wild. I always trust nibbly, squeaky creatures. Yeah, right? Like Nibbler from Futurama. Although, yeah, he's kind of squeaky, isn't he? Always eat them later. Yeah, I just... I feel like it's quite a good philosophy on life in general. So... What's wrong with Sonic? It says on the back. I mean, so many things. Oh, here we go. Go with them. Okay, we're trusting them. This seems like a good course of action to me. Okay, we're going with them, returning to page 11. Don't even get me started. Well, I mean, if you want to vent, this is a safe place for you to do so. Wait, what was that picture? That's Coconut's. Coconut's the monkey again. Okay. 11. Putting their trust in the strange creatures, Sonic and Tails follow them through a maze of corridors and tunnels. The creatures seem to know the tunnels very well. After what seems like ages, they come to a halt in a large, dimly lit cavern. As Sonic's eyes get used to the light, he begins to realise that there are literally thousands of the creatures here, and every one of them is staring intently at him and Tails. Turn to 225. 225. I suspect this is the picture I had a preview of earlier. Yes. Oh look. How can you say they don't look friendly? Well, okay, the one in the... no, I think they all look friendly. Look at those adorable faces. They look more friendly than Sonic anyway. Yeah, here's a chap in the front. He looks different from the others. I mean, you know, I'm sure they all have more in common than they have different. So, here we are. What voice should this one have? Greetings, you are Sonic, are you not? Oh, and your brave companion Tails, if I am not mistaken. I feel like this is my voice for every other character other than Sonic and Tails, pretty much. The voice comes from a wizened old creature sitting in the middle of the cave. Yes, I'm Sonic, and who might you be? Replies Sonic. It's bad. Well, I might be anyone. As it is, I'm Frisp. I am the chief of the tunnel rats. The creature waves his arm around the room. So, they're rats. What were the rings left lying around for? Asks Sonic. They were left by Robotnik as a trap. It's just as well we were there to help you, says Frisp. And the other rats murmured their approval. Hi, Jane. Yeah. Hello. Aww, did you mew? Yeah, you did. Do you want to come up? Go on then. Up you come. Yeah. Aww. Okay. 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 There you go. You have some Jane vision. Look up here. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good girl. She's so cute. Grass Kitty says hello to your kitty. Hey, Jane, don't be rude. Look. Oh, don't step on the keyboard, please. Actually, he said meow. Well, I assume that means hello. Who knows, though? Unless it was like a meow. Okay, she's off. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. How did you know to be there at the right time, then? Asks Tails. Frisp stands up and holds his arms wide. I am Frisp and I can see the future. The other rats start to chant. Frisp continues. This is getting a bit strange. I know that you seek one like yourself, and also I know that, as we speak, he is at the Factor E in the centre of the city. He is a creature of Robotnik, and he is of great evil. Evil, evil, the other rats chant. They seem to know more about what's going on than Sonic does. Will you help us? Asked Tails. Help? Help? Of course we will help, exclaims Frisp. Here, take these. The old rat holds out a roll of paper, a tube of glue, and a bright red piece of plastic. I think we're about to do a team building exercise. These will help you. Oh, these will help you, but remember also that the power of light is greater than steel. Wise indeed. Now be gone, for you have but little time. My rats will show you the way. Remember to add these things to Sonic's stuff. Turn to 150. Let's turn to 150 first. 150. Hello, Jane. 150.
Hello. What have you got?
I should have treats in here, really, to incentivize them. No, don't use this as a scratch post. I gave you a scratch post here, look. Here. I'm never happy. 150. Oh, yeah. Paper, glue. Oh. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. Right. Paper, glue, red, plastic stuff. Red plastic stuff. My handwriting is getting worse. Okay. Jane. We've talked about you sitting on there before, haven't we? Okay, as long as you don't go too nuts and chase the mouse. I don't know if I can show you this quickly. Wait, wrong way. She sometimes sits there and then chases my mouse. Oh, that's also not right. Apologies that my ring light may be a bit blinding. Oh my god, okay, there we go. Is that better than it was, maybe? Okay. Put this out of the way. Hello. Okay. 150. It's like, whoa, pretty kitty. She is very pretty, aren't you? But she does keep using my nice chair as a scratching post, which is not ideal, if you ask me. Okay. 150. 150. That's how you spell 150. The rats lead Sonic and Tails away from the cavern, back through the maze of corridors. At last, they reach a rusty old iron door set in the wall of the tunnel. That's where he wants to go. Yes, through there, the rats say together, and then melt away into the shadows. Fortunately, the door has been left open, and our friends peer into the murk on the other side. Let's have a look at this first, says Sonic, and he unrolls the scroll. It is covered in a spidery scroll. Roll a die and add the result to Sonic's quick wits. If the score is 6 or more... Pizza delivery. What a lovely surprise. Let me pop a little bookmark in here. The bookmark's name is Bobby McPennington. Ooh. Named after its inventor. We'll just come and say hello.
I read this already.
Huh. Thank you very much for the follow. Let's come up here. I have to remember how to do all of this. Hi, welcome on in. We are doing some choose your own adventure in Sonic. How is your stream, Pizza? Hey, ape. Hey, animal. Hey, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Yes, hope your stream went well. What were you streaming? I did see you were streaming earlier. Let's see if Twitch still tells me. Pizza is streaming The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Ooh, lovely. I really want to play that at some point. I think I signed up for an extra service on Switch, just so I could actually play it. Thank you, Cresco, for doing the shout out. Yeah, I think I signed up for that pretty much purely to play Ocarina of Time, and then forgot about it until right now. because I'm addicted to Animal Crossing instead. But yeah, I hope it went well, and I hope it isn't. Oh no, Legend of Pizza Sorcerina of Time. Okay, I thought it said Succarina of Time, like you weren't really enjoying it. I've heard some of the dungeons are a little bit trying. You reckon I'd like it? Okay. I'd like to give it a go. I have only really played Breath of the Wild all the way through. I think I tried a bit of Twilight Princess, but there was like a really annoying fairy or something that follows you around everywhere. And I tried... There's one where you can like parachute around or like kind of fly or glide. Quite puzzling. Well, I quite like puzzles, but only if they're kind of well designed, so they kind of guide you just enough so that it's still challenging, but it's not like, here you go, here's an absolutely huge place and you just have to guess where to go and basically solve it by brute force. Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda game. How can you not be loving it? That is obviously sarcastic, but I remember when I was a kid, my friend had an N64 and she was playing Ocarina of Time. I was so envious. I think we had a Mega Drive, which was nice, but when you see the N64 and she's like running around and picking up chickens and throwing the chickens, or were they chooks or something? Anyway, it all looked pretty amazing and I wanted so badly to play it, but I just got to play GoldenEye and I was terrible at it, as I basically still am. This is Jane. Oh! Hello. Hello. She started making these really cute meowy sounds. Sometimes she doesn't quite manage it and it's just like a... But yeah, I got to play GoldenEye and I was really bad at it and everybody else knew all of the maps and I did not. And they knew where the golden gun was and I did not. And they knew how to use an N64 controller and I did not. Careful with that mic. Oh no. Oh no. Can you let go of the mic? Oh, a little furry ball of chaos. Yeah. Step over that. Good. Let's see if we can fix this microphone. Okay. If it sounds weird or bad, let me know. Don't eat it. Yes, so I basically died a lot in GoldenEye. And that was my experience of the N64 to date. All the tricky reviews. Well, you know that everyone else knows. Yeah, yep. It was. I felt very silly. But I think it kind of depends. I think it's bad because it's like a versus kind of a game. And then you just feel really silly. But if it's a kind of like Sea of Thieves where people are kind of trying to all pull together, as long as people explain to you what you're meant to be doing, I think that's quite nice. But yeah, I can't even play GoldenEye now, to be honest. I played it with Shulk and Andy and Charlie, maybe? Louise. Yeah, Lou, maybe. And I was terrible at it then as well. I think I managed to slap someone and then they shot me. Anyway. Wait, what? It's like people have their own opinions. Well, they shouldn't. They should have my opinions. So, more fool them, really. So, for anyone who hasn't been here for this. We are reading through Zonik, the Choose Your Own Adventure book by seminal masterpiece by Nigel Gross and John Sutherland. It is the third one in the series. I remembered having reading through one either in the library or possibly taking it home or finding it somewhere anyway and trying to get through it and not having much luck. So then I thought, I'll look for one on eBay, and this was the only one that was reasonably priced. Some of them are like £100 and something. They're super intense about it being the best. I think sometimes it's just such heavy nostalgia, because I think people get the same way about Final Fantasy VII, and I love Final Fantasy VII, but there's some people who are so pro that game that I think a lot of the Final Fantasy community have sort of pushed back against it, and they're like, oh, I hate Final Fantasy VII, it's like nowhere near as good as Final Fantasy VI or Final Fantasy IX, or whatever their particular favourite was. But I think it's like the first Final Fantasy VII was one of the probably the first Final Fantasy game that a lot of people played, and therefore it's got a really special place in people's hearts, and possibly it's the same for Ocarina of Time. I think when it's the first one you've played, it just becomes really special to you, even though it's, rationally speaking, it's maybe not the best game, because I can kind of see that with Final Fantasy VII. Like, at the time it was the most amazing thing I'd ever played, but then I mostly played DOS games or Sonic, so it wasn't particularly story rich stuff. So yeah, it was just different, and it's probably the same with Ocarina of Time. 9 is your favourite. Yeah, I can definitely see that. It took me a long time to play 8 and 9 and forgive them for not being Final Fantasy 7 or just extensions of that universe. So when I eventually did get around to playing them, I quite enjoyed them. But I don't know about the storylines of them. I really love the storyline of 7. But 8 was a bit strange, or very strange. And 9, I don't even think I can remember the storyline in 9. So the gameplay in 12 was excellent. But the story, again, I did not care about the story at all. Alright, BioX, thank you for being here. Final Fantasy VII is great, but it's pretty janky. It is quite janky, and it's easy. Like, you can just get through it by attacking everything. It doesn't really reward you for expanding out and trying different things with materia and that kind of thing. But it's still really fun, and the modding community is amazing, and so getting hold of a good mod that does some rebalancing will just make the whole experience like new again. New threat mod, particularly version 1.5 is what I would say, just reinvigorated my love for it. Final Fantasy 1 is still your favourite overall. I haven't played any of the ones, they were Nintendo to start with, weren't they? I haven't really played any of those. I couldn't get on board with the 2D characters. I think I just didn't feel that connection with the characters, because there were no facial expressions. Not that there were particularly facial expressions on the like hexagonal face of Cloud, but I don't know, I felt more of a connection with them because they're moving around in 3D, I guess. I don't know what it is, but it just felt a bit more like a book, I suppose, the 2D stuff, which is not a bad thing, but I wanted to feel like I was part of the story, and I didn't feel that with those 2D ones. Nostalgia goggles is a good term. Yeah, I think there is a lot of it's the same thing with films, isn't it? If someone's seen a film and they love it and someone says I haven't seen it, they're like, oh my god, I can't believe you haven't seen that, rather than, oh, definitely watch it, you'll love it. But not everybody. Hashtag not everybody. But okay, thank you very much for the raid pizza, and go and get some food. Absolutely. Do what you need to do, have a rest, have some food. Yeah. It's a way better approach to take, I think, as well. Just to say, you know, I get where you're coming from, and it's cool that you love that, but give this a go as well. You might like that as well. It's different from what you love, but it's also worth a go. But yes, sort of rant and welcome over, but welcome on in, everybody, and we will carry on with a little bit of Sonic Adventure. Here we go. Welcome to my library. You haven't seen that obscure movie, but my trouble is I've not seen most movies. One of my sock puppet theatre themes was movies I haven't seen. Someone would give me like a very vague premise of it, and based on that and the title of the movie, I would come up with a not entirely accurate plot that I thought maybe the film would follow. So yeah, there's a lot of films I haven't seen. There are a lot of people who are very keen to tell you that because they're movie buffs, they've seen all of these, like, oh well, you wouldn't have heard of it, but they're like my favourite, I don't know, my favourite underground producer and director ever, and like, yeah, like, people should really have heard of them, but obviously, like, they're super obscure, and that's why they're so great. Yeah, name every movie. And they go on to give you their hot take on a particular movie. They're like, everyone thinks that movie is about love, but actually it's about expressing yourself in the face of adversity. I don't know, whatever, blah 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 blah. Right, where were we? Okay, the rats are leading us along. The rats have just rescued us from a net, which was a trap set by Robotnik with some rings, and we didn't get the rings, sad face. A flasher took all our rings, which was a sad time. So yeah, we have 0 rings now, but we did get an extra life, so it's tough times. Right. Okay, here we go. There. The rats lead Sonic and Tails away from the cabin, back through the maze of corridors. At last, they reach a rusty old iron door set in the wall of the tunnel. That's where you want us to go. Yes, through there, the rats say together, and then melt away into the shadows. Fortunately, the door has been left open, and our friends peer into the murk on the other side. Let's have a look at this first, says Sonic, and he unrolls the scroll. It is covered in a spidery scroll. Roll the die and add the result to Sonic's quick wits. If the score is 6 or more, turn to 285. If the score is less than 6, turn to 29. We have been having terrible luck with the die today. So, quick wits. We want 6 or more. Oh, no, Bobby McPennington. Oh no. Oh, there you are. You're safe. Thank goodness. Okay, it's fine. We found him. Oh, Why do I keep failing to put this in? Right, going back to the original method. Right. Our quick wits are for... We have to get 6 or more, right? Not over 6. 6 or more. So, by my calculations, as long as we get 2 or more, then we good. We good. The camera I think was a bit higher before. Oh, just so you can tell I'm not, oh god, not cheating. Maybe that's good. Oh, sorry, blinding light. There we go. Alright. 2 or more. I find the same thing, Gresco. It's like if I want to watch something, it's generally like a 30-minute program, maybe an hour even. It just seems like, even though movies are not really that much longer, it does feel like a dedication, like you want to sit down and watch it properly. I don't really like to be interrupted if I'm watching a film. I don't want to have to pause it, like go to the bathroom, or like for people to chat during it, or like need to do anything. So it's like I have to dedicate a couple of hours to sit down and watch this, and I'm like, I don't know, I can't commit to 2 hours of my life just to watch a movie, even though that's really silly, and then I'll end up watching 3 hours of Community or whatever. Anyway, plots change. Yeah, exactly. You get more variety generally. I don't have to focus on so many things, and it generally is simpler as well. Like, there's not interweaving plots and stuff. Sometimes I find it difficult to keep track of that. And yeah, what else could I do in the next 2 hours? I could have a nap. I could eat some biscuits. The world has infinite possibilities. Like, yeah. Oh, I didn't put my stream labels thing on. It's fine. I don't think I need it. Yeah, you'll just be on Twitch. Aww, what's up? Aww. Long-term fans of the channel, if it can be called that, will recall the ladder, the famous ladder that used to appear. In fact, you can see it there, here. This is the ladder in the background, and she likes to go and hide just underneath that, and then meow. It's really cute. Hey, Jane. Meow. Oh yeah, this is in the way, isn't it? You can't jump on that. There you go. Maybe? Okay, anyway, getting distracted. Yeah, there was the ladder that always appeared behind me on the stream, and people were like, what's the point of the ladder? I'm like, I don't know, it's just in here. No good reason. Right, we need to roll a 2 or above to do something that I can't quite remember at the moment. Right. Yes, 2 or above. A 1! There we go. It's our classic luck from today. Stupid luck. All the first streams, we just did everything. It's been, the odds have been with us today, and yet pretty much every roll has gone against us. Cliff is sniffing the ring light. Careful, careful, Cliffy. It will hurt your eyes. Okay. So, we've got a scroll. We're reading the spidery scroll. We have added it to our quick wits. Our score was less than 6. We're going to 29. Probably going to drop it in a puddle or something stupid. Jane. Jane. Good girl. Okay. Sonic stares. Oh, here we are. This dodgy picture again. Tails bent over. Sonic standing proudly behind. Right, anyway. Enough of that. Sonic stares at the paper for ages, but all he sees is a lot of scribble. Well, that was a great help, he says at last, rolling it up again. That's it then. Nothing to worry about at all, says Tails with a silly look on his face. Sonic steps through the door and finds himself in a tunnel, lit by dim, star-shaped lanterns hung along the wall. On some of the following sections you will see an asterisk symbol. When you see it, roll the die. If the result is 1, then turn to 211. Remember to make a note of the section number you were on so that you can return to it. Do you think that Sonic should go to the left or to the right? Our favourite decision. Okay. Right. Okay, I'm going to have to make a note of these instructions whilst you do the poll. Obviously to climb to things. Well, by my calculations, that is what this is for. Here we go, poll. Left or right? Start the poll. 1 minute. You have 1 minute to decide our fate. We'll pop the poll on here. Okay. It's getting to the point where I need to redo this page. So, if roll on roll if roll if asterisk. Okay, we've got all the instructions written down here. And various other things from previous sections. I'll probably have to write all of this out again so that it's a bit more legible. Alright, let's see. We're going left. Left has been very popular today. Left. Once we get to a reasonable stopping place, I think I shall have to call it for the day. Okay, so we are going to 282 as we're going left. 282. Aww. Why are you meowing? Oh my gosh. Oh my god, she melts my heart with her meowing. Right. We're going to the left. 282. Don't panic, this is a different section. Alright, cats. Be careful. Right. We have an asterisk, so we've got a die roll in a second. The tunnel is made of shiny, almost black metal, and their footsteps echo on and on as they walk. This must be the Factor E basement, says Sonic. Oh wait. This must be the Factor E basement, says Sonic. I wonder what they make here. The tunnel forks in two again. Will Sonic and Tails...
regret this already.
Thank you for the follow. It's a very cute meow, right? She's so cute. Oh, Jane. Okay, if you're going to sit in front of the screen, you've got to behave, okay? Actually, no. We're just going to have no sitting in front of the screen, maybe. Jane. 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 Down. Go on, down. Good girl. Like children. So I need to roll, right? I'm at 282. This is all very difficult to keep track of. 282. And roll a 1. No, I try not to roll a 1, maybe. I don't know if a 1 is good or not, but knowing my luck, I'll probably get a 1. What do you know? It's a 1. Brilliant. So I guess we're going straight to 211. This is ridiculous. What a day. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. 211. Uh-oh. Before reading any further, make sure you have written down the number of the section you have just come from. Otherwise you won't be able to continue this adventure. Bit late now, isn't it? But I did remember to write it down, so here we go. Sonic and Tails have got so used to the star-shaped lanterns that they don't give them a second glance anymore. This is a big mistake. Suddenly, one of the lanterns starts to pulse and make a whining noise. Sonic and Tails look at each other mystified. Slowly, the whining gets louder and louder. Boom! The lantern explodes, sending 5 missiles straight towards our 2 friends. Oh, they're the little star thingies that shoot their spines out. Asteron! Shouts Sonic. There's no time to run from the missiles. Sonic and Tails will have to dodge them. Roll the die and add the result to Sonic's agility. If the score is 7 or more, then Sonic has managed to dodge the missiles. If the score is less than 7, at least one of the missiles has hit him. A missile hit will destroy all of Sonic's rings, or if he doesn't have any rings, hello cutie, it will remove one of his lives. Then return to the last section you read before this one. Well, this is going to be fun. So, agility, and it must be 7 or more. And agility is 3. Oh man, we need a 4 or more. I don't feel good about this. Called one like that. Yeah, I didn't want a 1. Okay, right. I need a thing that I can use to shake this. So it's like I'm not just doing the same thing each time. This, God. Oh! Okay. I'm counting that because it rolls. And it landed on a 5. So, this is good. This is good news. Oh. Okay. It was me! Oh, Carrasco. How could you? I'm pretty sure this would have ended up the same way. They like these little mechanics where there's a little asterisk and that means to do something, so I would have thought they wouldn't have squandered this. Yeah, count it, I'm counting it. Return to the last section you read before this one. Well, luckily for you, book, I wrote this down. 282. Okay. Okay, we'll go to the left again or to the right. Do you want to keep choosing, or will you allow me to... Oh. It's really silly that they've put this section on the same page as one of the other sections in this. But it has directions on it. I haven't read them, but it kind of stood out. So I read the first line of that and it said something about him reading the scroll and he manages to read it. So when we failed the roll a second ago, I'm so tempted to read it. Okay, I'm gonna not read it, but I'm gonna put it up to the camera so you guys know. I don't know if that's in the right place. At some point that will be in focus. Well, let me just see if... Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to try not to read it. Okay. Will we go to the left or to the right? I'm just going to keep guessing because now you know which way to go and you'll either screw me over or cheat me to victory. So, okay, left has been very popular today, so we're going to go left first. 2, 6, 1. 2, 6, 1. 2, 6, 1. Okay. Would chat screw you over? I don't know. I don't know. But it's either that or you'll just guide me the right way. And then I would feel like I'm cheating, maybe. But I just don't know, because chat often tries to screw over the streamer, and I don't know. Chat is like chaotic neutral, maybe? Because, I don't know, just like the chaos, bearing in mind who's in chat. Yeah, I mean, I trust you? Question mark? Chat has never done that. No, it's true. They're always rooting for the streamer and absolutely. I make Grace Kitty choose. Aww, that's a good idea. How do you get him to do that? Do you put a little treat, like one treat on one choice and one treat on the other choice, and see which one he goes for first? Chaotic chaos. Yeah, I couldn't think what that would be, because I guess chaotic neutral. Like, you don't care what the chaos does as long as there's chaos. Right. Where were we? We were... Oh, 2, 6, 1, I guess, because it starts with this bit. Okay. There. There are lots of the strange star-shaped lanterns in this part of the tunnel. In different circumstances, they might have even looked pretty. No time to think of that, though. Zonik and Tails have come to a junction. Will they go left or carry straight on? Ooh, a different choice. Right, we have to go back to 2 on 1. We have to roll a 7. I remember now. I do not want to go back and read that. I know I have to get 7 or more to dodge the thing. Oh yeah, I got a lucky 5 before. Okay, so I need 4 or more. 4 or more. I just don't feel lucky. Okay. It's a well-behaved chat. You are a well-behaved chat, and I appreciate that very much. I treat my chat like a kindergarten, and that helps make everyone behave. Yeah. Quiet down, or we won't have nap time. I mean, that would make me behave, probably. This isn't really rolling the die, that's the trouble. It needs like a bigger box. Hey Jane. Alright, okay. And 4 or more. 4 or more? 4 or more. 2! Of course. So now we lose a life. Fuck's sake. 2 lives left. Oh. 2 paltry lives left. It's lucky I exchanged 100 rings for a life earlier, because then we'd have lost all our rings and also have one fewer life. Sad face. Right. Now, by virtue of the fact that we've been offered a whole new choice than left or right, I'm gonna reward the book by using that choice. Always have nap time regardless, yeah. Just pretend you're watching, but actually be eyes closed. Just nodding sometimes. Need a giant Yahtzee cup. I do, I need a giant Yahtzee cup. Or, I don't know what else would work. A bucket. Okay, we're going straight on. Section 27. I'm assuming every single one of these has an asterisk to make it fun. Yeah, here's another asterisk section. Zonik and Tails walk around a corner in the tunnel and, surprise to surprise, come to another junction. Will they go left, turn to 261, or will they carry straight on? Well, I remember going to 261 before, so I'm not going back there. I'm going to go straight on in just a moment to see whether we lose another life. Thus taking us to one single life. Okay. 4 or more. 4 or more. Right. Just need to roll it about a bit and then... Okay. One. Stupid book. Yeah, I have one life left. Stupid book. I've not even, well, maybe come close to dying at certain points in the rest of the book. This is getting pretty close. It's tense. What was that? Was definitely paying attention. I remember when he showed the direction, but I totally forgot now, and haven't even smelled flowers yet today. So it's pretty advanced. It's like, yeah, it is. It is tense. You know, you've got stats. I didn't realise it would be like this. I don't think the one I had before had this sort of mechanic. I think it was all just pick a direction and go that way. Yeah. A bucket would work in this style. Right, so we're going straight on because we've been to 261 already and it gave us nothing. 103. This had better be a short maze. Otherwise, I'm gonna die. Faux show. Balls. Okay. The tunnel slowly begins to wind downhill and become really rather dark. Eventually our friends find themselves at yet another intersection. Should they go to the right, to the left, or straight on? We've been to 282 already, definitely. And we have to roll the die again. So this might be it for our heroes. The question is, am I going to leave it there if we do die? Hello, Cliff. Because if we do die, then theoretically we have to go all the way back to the beginning. Which I don't think would be that fun. So I think once we get out of this tunnely, mazy thing, or if I die now, then that will be the end of the stream. Because I've already streamed a lot longer than I had expected. Oh my god, it's 7:30. This was definitely later than I intended to stream. So, this will be our last hurrah. Oh god, 4 or more, 4 or more, 4 or more, 4 or more, 4 or more. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, folks. That's our last life. Oh no. 3 is less than 4. Correct. I should have waited for your maths input. But that's it. Womp womp. Page 211 has fucked us. So we are at page 103. So if we carry this on next time, then we'll start from 103. But we'll just remind ourselves what killed us. Boom! The lantern explodes, sending 5 missiles straight towards our 2 friends. Asteron! Shouts Sonic. There's no time to run from the missiles. Sonic and Tails will have to dodge them. Roll the die and add the result to Sonic's agility. If the score is 7 or more, then Sonic has managed to dodge the missiles. If the score is less than 7, at least one of the missiles has hit him. A missile hit will destroy all of Sonic's rings, or if he doesn't have any rings, it will remove one of his lives. Return to the last section you read before this one. But alas, we have no more lives. To be fair, that is how I died in quite a few of my Sonic 2 playthroughs. If not that, then it was often in Metropolis Zone that I died, or game overed. It was either that or like the crab that punches. There's a particular bit where it's almost impossible to avoid that stupid crab, and it would always punch me, and then eventually you've got no more rings, and what do you do then? I don't know. I could never do it. And then there's also a slicer that's like an upper boingy boing thing, and it seemed like almost RNG whether you appeared on the right side, and then it would be like and kill you. Anyway, gotta watch out for crabs. You do. They pack quite a punch. Does make the level a little hairy. Anyway. Well, we died, but in some ways we are still rich in spirit. I don't know. Time for summer school. Yeah, we failed at maths. We failed at die rolling, which was not in our syllabus, hence why I'm apparently so bad at it. So I guess this balances out my luck from the first streams. And sadly, our adventure comes to an end. So is Tails dead too, or did he run away leaving Sonic to die alone? I think neither. I think he just gets to stay in Metropolis Zone with Sonic's corpse and just sort of sit there until he dies from malnutrition, or I guess dehydration will kill him first, probably, if he has the same kind of systems as we do. Or maybe he just flew away, just like, oh well, end of. He can eat Sonic, that's true. Yeah, that will help him hydrate as well. Then use his spines to pick his teeth. It seems silly because we've got a Chaos Emerald, so just use that. Just hold that and everything's good again. Or sniff the glue. We've got glue.